Hello to everyone in TV land. This is Focus on Liberia online television, and you are listening to the Focus on Liberia Daily News with Gwendolyn Dorado. I bring you the headlines. ECOWAS mission in Liberia launches cross-border cooperation support program. UP alarms national emergency. CDC warns government and Society for Human Rights laments plight of Liberians in Ghana. Those were the headlines, and now bring you the news in details. The ECOWAS mission in Liberia has launched what it terms a cross-border cooperation support program aimed to facilitating free movement and migration within countries of the Mana River Union. The launch of the Cross-Border Cooperation Support Program held on Monday brought together officials from ECOWAS Missions Office and officials of the government of Liberia. The program is a multi-sectoral development initiative that collaborates with border communities, national and local authorities, and civil society to ensure social regional construction and sustainable development. Speaking at the launch, ECOWAS resident representative Josephine Nkrumah praised the government of Liberia for its positive response to the regional to establish a technical committee to address migration and development issues at national level and support regional efforts aimed at promoting the effective application of ECOWAS protocols on free movement across borders. The objective is to increase the competitiveness and efficiency of the main transport corridors in West Africa to boost international trade, which is a key factor of growth and contributor to poverty alleviation. Barely days from completing its first 100 days in office, the ruling Unity Party says the scramble for jobs among its partisans and political collaborators has become a national emergency that needs to be addressed quickly. The national chairman, Reverend Luther Tapia, disclosed on Monday when he appeared on a local radio in Monrovia that it is totally unfair for institutions and individuals who collaborated with the UP during the 2023 presidential and legislature elections to demand almost half of government positions. He described collaborators' actions as greedy, saying some of them are greedier than the partisans only because they think they are part of the rescue team. Reverend Tapia maintains that the president never promised that he would have taken asphalt or tar to the southeast within his first 100 days in office, while pleading with Liberians that within the next 6 months they will begin to see program of the government in every sector. The acting chairperson of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Attorney Janka Augustus Kowal, has sent out warnings to President Joseph Boakai to desist from what he termed as witch-hunting Liberians, something he said could hamper the more than 2 decades of peace Liberia continues to enjoy. Addressing journalists on Monday at the CDC headquarters in Congo Town, Attorney Kowal stressed that the laying off officers of the Executive Protection Services, the suspension of officials of the Liberia Telecommunication Authority and Governance Commission, the banning of motorcyclists from driving on major streets, including the restrictions of street vendors and other abuses, a recipe for conflict. He also warned the General Auditing Agency to not subject its constitutional functions to President Boakai's political mandate to investigate recent suspended individuals at the Governance Commission and the LTA. He stressed that President Boakai does not understand and recognize the socio-economic contributions motorcyclists bring to the country's economy, adding that CDC as a party will resist any attempt by state securities to harass motorcyclists because it is not time for the motorcyclists to leave the streets. He said when the time comes, they will leave the streets. The National Society for Human Rights wants the government of Liberia to take concrete steps that will help address current situations Liberians living in Butuburum refugee camp in Ghana are going through. Speaking in the joint press conference at the New Water in the Desert Assembly Apostolic Pentecostal Church International, the group's president, Archbishop Thomas Paul Shemeka, described the plight of Liberians at the Butuburum camp as terrible. According to him, roofs of church buildings where Liberians are seeking refuge after they were driven out of the camp are being removed by the Ghanaian authority on grounds that they will not have sleeping places. He said what was seen during the visit in Ghana last week is frustrating and needs urgent attention from the government of Liberia. The Liberian government recently sent a delegation to Ghana to meet with Ghanaian authorities about the situation. Negotiations were said to be ongoing to bring the Liberians home as they no longer bear refuge status in the country. That does it for the Focus on Liberia Daily News. I bring you a recap of the headlines. ECOWAS mission in Liberia launches cross-border cooperation support program. UP alarms national emergency. CDC warns government and Society for Human Rights laments plight of Liberians in Ghana. On behalf of the management and staff of Focus on Liberia, many thanks to our listeners and viewers. We urge that you keep following us and share our videos. My name is Gwendolyn Dorado. I presented.